Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. But for our radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all could be with us. Also, joining us are our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We're glad you all could be with us as well. As it is warming up, a lot of us are spending more time outside, not only with ourselves, but also with the family. Especially for you guys, though, who have kids, you definitely want to make sure that not only are you having fun, but also being safe. Joining us today, we're excited to welcome Dr. Arens to our program today. We're going to talk to her not only about how you guys can be able to get some important water safety tips, but because she is not only an emergency medicine physician and also with the American Heart Association medical expert, we're going to talk to her about some ways you guys can prevent accidents as well and the importance of CPR, something we hear a lot about, why it's important for us to be able to know it. Dr. Arens, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on today.
Well, this is an important topic, Dr. Arens, because our audience, of course, they want to have fun, but safety is important, especially if they're going to be spending time outside around the pool. Why is teaching water safety, though, so important, especially for families?
Sure. It's such a great question. You know, I don't know that a lot of people know this, but drowning is actually the second leading cause of death for children ages 1 to, it's so important for parents and caregivers and people of all ages to know basic water safety. Especially as it's warming up and we're finally starting to get around the water.
So do you have any suggestions then on how we can keep children safe then as we're going into the summer months?
Absolutely. You know, the number one thing that we recommend, not even just the summer months, but all the time, of course, is learning CPR. And most importantly, that hands-only CPR. You know, around the summer months, we are finally able to get out on the boats, on the water. If you're out on the boat, make sure that you're wearing life jackets. You know, about half of boat-related deaths can actually be prevented just by wearing a life jacket. If you're out on the pool, of course, making sure that your pool is secure. We recommend having a fence about 4 feet high that surrounds the pool on all sides with gates that close automatically, and making sure that pool is pretty clear of those pool toys. And I know that they're fun, but having them kind of all cluttered around can really increase your risk of accidents. Most importantly, of course, is to learn how to swim. So learning how to swim, teaching your kids how to swim is just something fun you can do all summer. You know, having, basic water safety, having a safety plan for your whole family that includes teaching everybody how to do that hands-only CPR is really a great way to be safe this summer.
Well, those are some really good tips and things we don't always think about. Now, you mentioned, of course, accidents. We don't like to think about that. We just like to think about the fun we could have. What should our audience do then, Dr. Arens, if they do find themselves in the event of an emergency?
Absolutely. And, it can be so scary. In the event of a drowning in particular, we first recommend, the American Heart Association first recommend, of course, that you call 911. While help is on the way to you, you can administer rescue breaths and then those really high-quality chest compressions. In the event of any other sort of cardiovascular emergency, that hands-only CPR can be so important. And if you're out somewhere like a public pool or something like that, take a minute to look around you and find where they keep their AEDs, those automated external defibrillators. They can be so important just for saving a life this summer.
Really good tips and things to keep in mind. Even though we like to have fun, definitely make sure we're staying safe, even with the kids, and especially, of course, as we're heading into times where we're all kind of out and about. Again, our guest has been Dr. Arens. We're excited to have her on with us. She's an emergency medicine physician as well as working with the American Heart Association as a medical expert as well. Dr. Arens, where can our audience go for more information?
That's a great question. So for more information on learning hands-only CPR and keeping yourself and your family safe this summer, you can visit heart.org/hands-only-CPR.
All right, and we'll make sure that we link that up for our audience as well. Thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it, and looking forward to having you back on the program again.
Thank you. I appreciate you all.
And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live, part of our News You Can Use segment here at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Let's go make today amazing. Take care.